Hi, my name is Brad Worthley, and I want to talk to you today about something called the reticular activating system. I believe that minds are like parachutes. They only function when they're open. So I want to talk to you about how to be a better listener, because believe it or not, human beings are built incredibly poor. And one of the reasons is that all of us have something called a reticular activating system. It's located back here in your brain stem. It's actually a bunch of loose neuron fibers that run up through your brain stem and they span out to other parts of your brain, almost like a branch to a tree. And the reticular activating system is like a switch. The switch goes on and off based on how much telling tension you have in your head. Anytime that you're daydreaming, anytime that you're thinking or processing information, the switch shuts, which means it's impossible to retain information. Give you an example. Remember sitting in a high school classroom? You were there for a whole hour. You were almost certain the teacher was there because you could see the teacher walking around. And you remember the teacher going blah, 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 but you walked out of the classroom after an hour and you have very little memory about what you learned? That's because you were sitting in class, you were probably thinking about your date tonight or about your new car, and you were thinking about other things. So as you were thinking, what happens is the thinking or the daydreaming shuts off the switch. That is your reticular activating system going down. So you hear the person's voice, you can hear the teacher's voice, but you're not retaining the information. Another example, you ever been driving down a freeway at 70 miles an hour, all of a sudden you wake up after about 5 minutes and you just realize you blew past your exit right back there? Well, that's because as you were daydreaming, daydreaming is telling tension. You're basically thinking and processing, so it shuts the switch off, which means is you don't remember cars passing you, you passing cars, the song on the radio, you don't remember your drive. That should terrify you. You're a 3,000-pound missile flying down the freeway at 70 miles and you don't remember your drive? But that's how powerful this switch is it's going on and off. It's on and off constantly based on what your brain is doing. And that's part of the reason, again, why we aren't great listeners is that we actually are listening to our own self-talk more than we're listening to other people, which is scary. So especially in the world of sales, think about this. If you're a real estate agent and all of a sudden someone says, I need a 3-bedroom home, I need a white picket fence, I need a 3-car garage, what do you start doing about then? Well, yeah, you start shopping your inventory. You start thinking about what inventory you've seen that might fit the bill. Now the customer keeps on talking. They say, I'd also like a 1-acre lot, I'd like a swimming pool, I'd like a dog run. The problem is you didn't hear any of it. Why? Because this was shut down. You were so busy shopping inventory and thinking and processing information that this shut down. The customer is still talking. You think you're listening because you can hear their voice and you can see them talking. And of course, now you go out and you show them some homes. And they're looking at you like, that's not what I needed. This isn't a 1-acre lot. You know, this doesn't have a swimming pool. And now they're mad at you and they want to find a different agent because they don't think you were listening to them. Well, the reality is you weren't listening to them. So the reticular activating system plays a huge role in listening. And next I'm going to talk more about the 3 different levels of listening, because that's very, very powerful information as far as how we process. Hope this helps out. Have a fabulous day.